Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. So you'll have to bear with me. I've had a bit of a cold for the last few days. My children were kind enough to give me their cold. Yeah, but at least I'm kind of getting there now. They're getting better, but it's just me getting myself on track. But I'm having my Lemsip tablets, so hopefully it should go soon. So for today's video, obviously it's going to be colouring related. So this is a new book by the Belba family, which they very kindly sent to me, so thank you so much. This is their new book in their 3-colour series, and this one's based on Christmas tree toys. So stress-free colour by number book with 3x3mm sections. So if you're familiar with Belba family, you might be familiar with their 3-colour series. However, if you're not, I will explain it to you. So the back of the book, you get some suggested colour palettes and also some samples of the pictures throughout the book. So basically what it is, it's a little bit like a Quirkles. You know how in a Quirkles book you'd have like a 5-colour palette and you'd go from dark to light. Well, it's 3-colour palette. However, you go from light to dark. So your first colour would be the lightest. Then you'd have your middle colour and then your dark colour. So say if you wanted to go red themed, you'd go with pink for your lightest, then scarlet, then dark red. Or if you wanted to go for like a grey tone colour, you'd go for your lightest grey, then your dark grey, and then black. So they have got a couple of these out in their series. I'm not exactly sure how many they've got of the 3-colour series. I've got a few, but I don't know if I have them all. I'm not sure yet. But we'll take a look at the book. So you get your title page, This Book Belongs To page, with a nice picture of a gingerbread man on the front. And then you get your information page, which tells you a bit about the book. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read a little bit of it. So it's got Meet the 4D Stress-Free Colour by Number book from the 3-colour series, where you need to use just 3 colours. So you only need to use 3 colours from light to dark. In this particular book, there are 30 pictures of Christmas tree toys to colour. Don't limit yourself, just create. You should follow the simple rule where 1 is light colour, 2 is middle, and then 3 is your darkest colour. So, and it gives you a suggested colour palette. Now, you don't have to go by this colour palette. You can choose your own. However, this is their suggestion, so it gives you good suggestions like your violets, scarlets, yellows are all right, but however I don't know if you'd be able to see so much with the yellow ones. You've got your blues, that would be a good selection to use, or your greens. Now I've started a picture using the greens, and I've currently done I've currently done the light green, and now I'm working on the middle tone green, and I'll show you that picture right now. So you don't get obviously the colour palette on the left like you do with some of their books, because you only use 3 colours. Now this is a picture that I started. Now I started it yesterday as soon as the book arrived. However, obviously with me having a really bad cold, I just was not well. I laid on the sofa most of the daytime, and I tried to colour, but I just wasn't well, and I had to stop for a while. But on here, if I zoom you in a little bit, all this green that you've got here is the lighter colour. So if we move the book up, we've got your lightest number 1. So did all the number 1s in the lightest. Now number 2 is your middle colour, so I used a slightly, well, I'm using a slightly darker, I'm using a middle green, like a grass green, and I've started doing those in the top corner here, which I cannot get because of the tripod. So in this corner I've started filling in the number 2s in the middle colour green, which, as you can see, I've still got quite a few number 2s there. I only started it yesterday, so I'll be doing all the number 2s in that middle colour. And then when it comes to doing number 3, I'm going to use my dark green, and then I shall go and find where I've got all the number 3s, which are here, and I'll be doing an X crossing all those and doing those in dark green. Now you don't have to use the cross stitch method, you can use whatever method works better for you, whether it's the cross stitch method or whether it's the block colour method. You could even use the dot method if you wanted to, you could even do that. But yeah, I've stuck to the cross stitch method for this one. So we're going to take a little look at what other pictures I've got throughout the book. You might not be able to see or tell because sometimes you can't tell what the pictures are, but other times you can. So I don't know if it's going to really benefit to zoom in because you're not really going to be able to see the pictures. So hang on, am I missing a page there? No. So if I zoom you out a minute, that looks like a gingerbread man. Now at the bottom of the page, to help you, it gives you the rule here, which is light colour, your middle colour, and then your dark colour, and then you choose which set of 3 colours you want to use. So it looks like that's a gingerbread man. These are going to be fun and quick to do. These are. So I will enjoy doing these. Got some candy canes. I do apologise if it's dark, my filming. It's because it's just, you know, it's like in December, the lighting is pretty dark. Looks like we've got a ice skater. So you can kind of at the minute see what one might be. It's like a bit of a silhouette kind of thing. We've got another ice skater there. So with some of these I had an idea. I probably won't do it with this one because obviously there's got to be a pattern in there. But what I'm going to do with maybe one of these, I'm going to test it out. I'm going to do like a silhouette kind of thing where I'm just going to do crosses, black crosses in all of them, and see what it looks like. However, I won't do it in these where I think there's going to be detail in the picture, or that one even, because that looks like it's a house. You've got your moon. So there's some nice pictures in here, some really nice ones. I'm trying to see if there's a sample where I could practice that on. Maybe this one. You could do, like, even if you just fancied doing one colour, you could get an orange colour and you could just do all the crosses in orange. That's just what a suggestion, that it goes completely off the bat of using your light and medium and dark colour. It's just like a silhouette thing that I had an idea of what I could do, just to test it out to see if it works on one of them. As I said, with these ones I wouldn't do it with these because obviously you may have a picture or a pattern in there, and obviously if you're doing the whole thing in just one colour you won't be able to see that pattern. Got a bauble, so it's all to do with Christmas tree decorations. That one's going that way. So we've got some landscape images as well as portrait. I'm gonna have to turn it around the other way. I can't do it that way. It's because I've got loads of cases at the top with pictures, and we got a nice pattern one here. This is nice. I like this. So technically you could do the one colour for this one even, because you'd still be able to see the pattern. You just wouldn't have all the colours. Well, the 3 colours. But you do it the way you want to do it. It's no wrong or right, really. That one's obviously is a horse. This one looks like it might be a little train. That one will be very quick to do. An angel or an owl? An owl, I think. Yeah, I think it's definitely an owl. Ooh, a sleigh. Yeah, I'll do it this way. I can't turn the page there. And then, like their other books, at the back of the book you got We Are the Belba Family, and it's a little thank you page, and also how you can follow them either on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. And it gives you what you can do is, if you do have any books by the Belba family, if you do post on Instagram, if you do hashtag it Belba family, then them re-share it on their page, so they share your work on their page, which I think is nice. And on the left hand side and right hand side on the other pages, it says try the other book series by the Belba family. So I'm not going to read all of it, but it's got the Mosaic Colour by Number Art Activity Series, Colour by Number and Colour Inversion books, Puzzle Colour by Number book, Clever Book series, which takes a little bit more concentration because you're using your mind for that one, and your concentration a bit more. Style Mosaic series, which I absolutely love, and they've recently brought out a book 8, which is the Christmas edition of that, and I absolutely love it. We've got 3 colour series, so that's which is this one. So I've got celebrities, travel, yeah, I got travel, animals and birds. Have I got that one? I don't know. I've got one poking out at me here, and that's a 3 colour series. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, sorry about my arm, guys. I have got animals and birds. And then you've got your Mystery Mosaics book series with the 3mm sections, and they've got tons of those out at the minute. And then your back page, which I guess you can test your mediums on. So that is the new book by the Belba family. So, as I said, the picture that I've started is this one. And shall we have a little... While I'm here, I'm going to continue with this one for about 5 minutes. I won't be able to do it for that long, unfortunately. Well, for long, unfortunately, because my recording doesn't like to go any further than that. What I'm using in this book is... I'm using my Stay Below 68 pens, which my husband got me. I think it might have been Christmas last year. The year gone. So I'll zoom you in a little bit, but not much, because you won't be able to see where I'm shading. So I'm just doing the number 2s first. I'm just doing those. So I hope you're all keeping well. Well, yeah, I was about to say I'm not doing too bad, but then again, been hit with a rotten cold. Unfortunately, my cat as well. He's been having a fair bit of trouble with his wee with the urine infection. When we found out he had a lot of crystals in his wee, he's had to go on special food. But until that special food starts kicking in, they said he has to be on it for about a month for it to start working properly, to start breaking down the crystals. Every now and again, he does get a little bit blocked. So he has to have this medicine which inflammation, which helps him to go to the loo. So we gave it him about 2 weeks ago because he seemed to be struggling again, but then he calmed down for a while. But unfortunately yesterday, the last couple of days, he seems to have been struggling again. But we had some of the medicine left over from before, so we gave him some of that yesterday, and fingers crossed, touch wood, it helps to settle him down a bit. It's just one of them things, unfortunately. Poor little animal, he's been through the wars. But yeah, that on top of me not feeling well, having a cold, it's not been the bestest of weekends. I was hoping to go out the weekend to not do massive Christmas shopping, 'cause just have not got the money, but just to get a couple of little bits and pieces. But I wasn't able to do that yesterday. However, I was feeling a little bit okay today, so I just went to my local B&M and I got a couple of bits to put away. Every little bit counts, doesn't it? Every little bit counts. I've got that tree there. So, is everybody getting ready for Christmas? With the Christmas shopping, or should I not talk about it? Yeah. As I said myself, just getting bits and pieces. The children are sorted. Husband's, he's he's sorted. It's just to get mother-in-law. I need to get my friends something, but I am going to a Christmas market on next Saturday, which is Skipton Christmas Festive Market. So I was going to have a look there and see if there's anything that I'll get for my special friends that excuse me that live in the West Midlands, because they're both vegan. So I've been having a look around, but unfortunately a lot of places don't seem to do a lot of vegan Christmassy treats. I went in Marks and Spencer a few weeks ago just to see if they did anything nice in there, and I couldn't find anything. So I thought, there might be something nice on the Christmas festive market for Skipton. So I'm going with my mother-in-law, which, it's like a little mini coach trip on the Sunday, so it'll be really nice and be nice to do. We went to a Christmas market, festive Christmas market, which was by us at a football stadium, not far from where I live, just down the road really, the other weekend. And we took the kids, me and my mother-in-law. But oh my life, it was busy. It was absolute manic. You could not move. You could not move in there because it was just that full. And we was like shuffling along. I was holding on to my daughter's hand, making sure that She wasn't getting lost. My son was alright. He was by his nana. And I had people behind me saying, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Where am I meant to move to? I can't move." But yeah, it was too busy. You couldn't really look round because obviously it was that jam packed, and we just come out. And but one nice thing that they had a little hut, and in the hut was reindeers, like real reindeers. Oh, and it was gorgeous. But the only thing is, you had to line up to go be able to feed the reindeers. But we didn't know you had to have tickets to do it. And when we inquired about it, they said there was no more tickets left. However, we could go around the side and look through the windows of the little hutch, and they could see the reindeers from there. And it was nice. It would have been better, but unfortunately, it started tipping down the rain at that point. We went to call a taxi home because obviously my mother-in-law, she struggles with her legs and she walks with a walking frame. Fortunately, there were no taxis, which is surprise, surprise, especially for this area. So we went to walking in the pouring rain, which my kids were getting a little bit miserable at this point. I was a bit miserable because I was worried about the kids and I was worried about my mother-in-law. But there was actually a bus that had just come along, so we was able to get on the bus and cut down the journey a little bit. It wasn't a long journey, it was just cut it down a little bit, but we still had to walk from the bus stop round to our house. And everybody was soaked, which is probably why the kids ended up with a cold. And my mother-in-law had to borrow her son's pyjama bottoms because her trousers were just drenched, and we didn't want her getting the cold on her knees because she struggles with her legs. So yeah, it was just a little bit of a downer on that one, and I did want to do something with the kids this weekend, but unfortunately I'd got the cold off the kids and I was good for nothing. I just was not feeling great. So, but yeah, but hopefully it should be able to pick up because the day before Christmas Eve, I've booked them in to have breakfast with Santa at a place in town where they'll get to meet Santa, have breakfast with him, and they get a little present. So I thought it'd be nice for them. We've done it for the last, well, not a couple of years because obviously we didn't do it with the whole COVID, but when we didn't have the COVID, we did it for 2 years. Then when we was able to do it again last year at our local place, we went to do it, but unfortunately it was not that good. It was quite bad, really, and we had to pay £30 for it, so it was quite expensive for what they did. But like I said, I found this new place in town, which I know is a good place, so we're doing that this year because I don't think they're doing it at our local place. When I inquired about it, they said they was doing it, but there's been no advertisement outside, so I don't know whether they decided not to do it after all. So I put them in at the other place. So we've got that before Christmas. They've got the little things they're doing at school as well, which next couple of weeks it's going to be busy because they'll be doing pantomimes and a Christmas carol. Got a Christmas carol to go to at school. I think not this week, but the week after. And that's on at like 9:30 in the morning. So I'll be going to the Christmas carol. Not exactly sure if my son's going to be in it or my daughter, but I don't know. But I got my ticket anyway, so that'll be nice to do. Be nice for them. They'll have the Christmas dinner at school and the Christmas parties for the year group, which last year my daughter sadly missed because she wasn't well last year, so she wasn't able to go to it, but this year she will. So anyway guys, that is where I'm going to leave it for now, because unfortunately we're up to time on my phone. We've got new internet in, so I'm going to see how this editing and uploading goes. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this book. I really do like it. Who doesn't love Christmas? Well, obviously it's not for everyone, but I do love it. I love the book, and thank you again to the Belba family for sending me this book. It's very much appreciated, and it's extremely, extremely kind of you. So anyway guys, I'm going to get going now. See how editing goes. If you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please feel free to press that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. I will leave the link to this book in the descriptions below on the Amazon site. I'm not an Amazon affiliate, so I'm just leaving the link there for you guys. I thought it'd be easier for you to find if I do that. So please make sure check out the Belba family as well. Check out their other books if you haven't seen them before. If you love Christmas, you love Colour by Number, and you love Star Mosaic series, you will love the Christmas edition. I've done about 8 or 9 pictures in it already, and I love this book too, so it's definitely worth checking out. Anyway guys, I'm going to get going now, and I'll see you again soon. So goodbye for now guys. Bye.